Hello YouTube. Guess it's time for another update. I haven't been on here for a while, and my apologies to those who are following. It's been kind of busy, kind of crazy. Of course, my last video I told you that I left CVS after 8 years. I finally kind of made that decision that it was time to go ahead and go, and been taking some time off. Been working on getting some of my stuff taken care of, personal effects and belongings, so forth. And I've been putting in some applications with different truck companies, and it's coming together really fast, actually. I've got money coming from my 401k that's going to help with everything, and I've got it narrowed down now to probably 2 choices. Might even be down to the 1, to be honest with you. There's one that I'm kind of leaning towards. I won't announce it just yet until I make sure, that I haven't said yes to, any kind of date or anything. But next month, January, be going to get my CDL and going to school, and then after that I'll have a period of time when I'll be doing training, driving with someone, and then right into over the road. And one of the choices is I will be on the road solo. The other choice is I will be on the road as a team driver. Both are appealing, but the team one is kind of leading the pack as far as just the way the everything's being handled, the conversation I'm having with the person on the phone there. I'm leaning more towards the one, but I'll announce that at a later time. But basically I'm looking at end of January. I'll be leaving my apartment. I'll have my effects either gone or in storage, and I'll be starting the next part of my journey and getting into the whole trucking industry. It's going to be an increase in my income, and B, a decrease in my bills, which will ultimately end in C, bigger savings account, which is what I need for getting overseas. And it's taking its time to play out, but it's all moving. It's all moving in the right direction. I've had a few weeks off now from CVS. That's helped. A lot of decompression. I did not realize kind of how tense I was. I'd been there 8 years, so I kind of became accustomed to the job and the situation I was in. Did not realize that it was actually that stressful, to be honest with you. And you think, oh, it's a retail job. How much stress can there be? It's not like you're dealing with billions of dollars or anything. It's not a big deal. It's retail. Yeah, but as with any job, it has its stresses. It has its things that irritate you. It has those moments when you want to just kind of throw your hands up and go, I'm out. I think everybody at every job has those days when you just say, you know what, screw it, I quit. But you don't, because you need the paycheck. And that's kind of what I was at. I was at a point where I was not happy. I was not looking forward going into my job. I was not enjoying it anymore. And shout out to if any of my crew members from up in Indiana, if any of you guys are watching, yeah, those guys, that was such a good crew. It was such a good team. it kind of set the bar pretty high for my future stores that I've worked in, that none of them lived up to, to be honest with you. My crew was really good out there. It was, I don't know, maybe a little bit more than just co-workers. We were kind of friends, and I actually cared about the people I worked with. And one of them said, "Hey, I've got something going on with my kid or whatever, can you work this shift for me?" And I'm like, "Of course." And they're like, "Well, I'll work that shift for you." And I'm like, "Works for me, let's go." It's so nice when you have that, when you have that where people actually care. And I hate to say this, but nobody really cared about the company. We were taking care of each other. And I guess that's kind of the way it should be, take care of each other. And, if I had a shift that, hey, I got a problem or I got an issue, can somebody cover that? And I'll cover for them on another. We did that not all the time, but whenever that popped up, it wasn't a problem. It wasn't an issue. We just did it, And working together, I liked them all. I really did. I enjoyed every shift I worked with these people. I mean, all of them. It was fun basically for work in a way, because we got along well, and we cracked jokes, and we did what we had to do. We got the work done, and that's fun when you get to have that. And it's not every job that you get that. So anyway, I just want to take a second to throw that out there to my crew in Indiana. They've all kind of split and gone their different directions now, but that was a real good crew. And coming down here to Florida, wow, this district is run differently. I can tell you that. And just the feel and the vibe from the top down is kind of disheartening. It really is. This district really kind of drives the point home that you are nothing more than a number. They could not care less. You could croak and your position would be posted before your obituary ever hit the newspaper. They couldn't care less. You're a body in a uniform. That's all they care about. And of course they want to make you do as much as possible. And they don't care, what you do or don't do. It's never going to be enough. And it's never right. So, you're never going to get any of the credit for what you do, but you're going to get all the gripes and complaints for what you didn't get done. It's just a negative, very negative workplace, and a negative vibe, and a negative feel from top down. So I was kind of shocked and surprised as the last few weeks have gone by that my personal stress level has dropped tremendously. And feeling a little better personally, because of the fact that, and I don't really want to knock the company so hard. They're corporate America. They're like every other corporation. There's no difference, really. I mean, different color, different brand, but they all do it. They all do the same things. They want to squeeze blood from a stone. They want to work you as much as they can. They want to get as much out of you and pay you as little as possible. And they really don't care, because they have tens of hundreds of thousands of people that are drawing a paycheck. So they're really not caring about you as a person. They're worried about their shareholders. They're worried about the stock. That's what's important to them. They don't care. And it's one of the things I've enjoyed about, in the past I've worked for private individuals, and those seem to always be the better, let me turn this a little bit here. Those seem to be the better jobs. Sometimes they can work you harder, but because of the fact they appreciate what you do, you don't care that you're working harder so much. doesn't bother you. You know, you have a job to do, you have a goal to get to, and you actually will try harder and work harder and be happier about it because they make you feel like you're part of the team and they appreciate you being there and doing the job. And frequently they will show you in monetary ways when you're doing good versus corporate America that'll give you a 2.4% raise. Yeah, I'm sorry. You made almost $100 billion last year, but, you know, it's going to break the bank for you to give me that 24-cent raise. Thanks. Yeah. That didn't go well with me. And I know, getting into trucking, it's corporate too. Yeah, they have shareholders, and it's going to be the same stuff. Frustrations all around. It works that way. If this stuff was fun, it wouldn't be called work. You know? So I'm getting prepared for that, but enjoying this little breather, you know, to kind of just chill and relax a little bit. Get my feet back on the ground. And when I get to hit and run, I'll be ready. So I got 10 good years to work this hard. And that's the game plan. Gonna work it hard for the next 10 years. Sock away as much money in the savings as I can. Then when I'm ready to roll, I'm gonna head overseas, and that is gonna bankroll my future. And things are looking up right now. Things are really looking good. I'm pretty happy right now. Pretty confident of what's happening. And just figured I'd throw that out there. It's going to be a few more weeks, but I will be starting into the truck driving school soon, in a few weeks, and getting the ball rolling. So, alright guys, I will catch you on the next video. If you have any comments or anything, just drop them down below. I will try to respond to when anything pops up. And if this is your first time watching the videos, if you're interested in following along my journey, just hit the subscribe button. So, until next time, peace out, guys.